In this video we're going to move our whole site up onto a live web server page. Now I have got various sites set up in my Dreamweaver. I've got a local site. I've actually got a site for the template. Let me just go back to the local site. First, inside the local site I've got all my websites. I've got my basic, I've got the template CSS. You are probably just working on one of these sites, therefore you'll create a site for your for the one that you're working on. Here's my one for the template site, and here is the setup which I used. Let me make that large. Now I can connect to my remote server, and maybe I can't do it from that one, maybe I have to do it from here, and I can see that the remote server should have an exact image of what is here in my local site. Now if I wanted to load up one file, if I had just worked on one file, I would click on one file and I would choose this arrow here, which is to put that file up on the site. If I have a file on the site which I want to bring down, I would choose this arrow, which is the get, and that would load from the site down to mine. Now how do we get this set up? Let's do it. I'm going to create another site, new site, and this is going to be PT1 basic. Sorry, that's should be a 1. And I'm going to, now I am working on my C drive in public documents because of the slowness of the internet, of the SharePoint site. Okay, so now I've got an overarching folder, so I'm going to ignore that message, and there is my site. At the moment I've got my index page open. I'll just open the games page as well. We've got an index and a games page open. Okay, let me just go back for a minute. Here is my SharePoint site. Everything, I have folders for all of my working files. These files do not go inside the website. Here's my website file. I have got 4 I've got working files there as well, PT1 web, and I have got my basic site. So that image there is identical to the image that I have sitting here, PT1 web, W1 basic. Why can't I get in here? And yes, there's the basic site there. Alright, now back into Dreamweaver. I'm going to set up the remote host. Now, so I need to add a new site. I'm going to call this PT1 basic. So I guess it's W1 basic. I have got the address sitting on my clipboard. Now I know that the username is very similar to that address, except that I can take out the HTTP, take out the .net, and change this dot to an underscore. The password I have, I just need to look up on the other machine because I'm a little bit vague about it. Here we go. Now I can test that, and it takes a minute. It's got to go right up onto this web server, see whether it can get in, and check whether that site does exist and whether we have got a link to it. And yes, it's successful. So we're going to save these options. Just before I do save these options, I'm going to go Windows S, and I'm going to record my settings and put them on my OneNote file, just so that if I ever forget it. Now just here, don't ask me again, I'm always going to copy these screen clippings to the clipboard, and there, just in case I forget any of those settings. You may also want to note your password so that it's in one place. Okay, let's save the settings and save the settings. That's okay. We're going to create the cache, and it shouldn't take long. It's not a huge site. Now what I'm going to do is enlarge this, and I'm going to connect to the site. At the moment there is a site sitting up there. While that's happening, I'll just come and have a look. We actually have got, that is what's sitting up there. Now that is working. Yep, and that evaluation that we loaded up is all working. So I have already put the files up. It's too slow to do it on a video. Let's go back, Alt Tab, back to Dreamweaver, and Dreamweaver is showing that these are the files that are up on the website. Always the remote is on the left, and these are the files that I'm working on. They are the local files. So if I were to make a change on my index page, let's have a look at the date on the index page over here. There's two of them. That's strange. Both from the 31st of January. This one is also from the 31st of January, so there's been no changes. But I would simply highlight that one file. I would click Put here. Gives me some messages. Do I want to put the dependent files? I'm going to say no for the video, just because I want to have a quick transfer. Synchronization information cannot be found. It may overwrite. I'm just going to say yes. Normally you can allow time to do all the synchronizing. It goes up, puts that file up. We actually can't see that it's there. We could refresh the page because our dates are the same, but it will be up there. Normally you would see the latest date sitting here. So that's all we need to do for FTPing our files up onto a live site.